Seems like I'm back again. Ah, man. I'm like the only individual who probably just laughs at this more than I should have. Wait, did OBS? Oh, I swear, if OBS crashed starting this again. No, no. Oops. That was a weird hiccup. Well, I can only imagine what the VOD does it, what the recording saved when I was streaming. But I gotta set up everything. Uh, like I said, I think the moment there's some warning signs when I know it's about to crash, like once or like the computer wants to reset. I have no idea still. The moment it freezes up, I saw my mouse not moving, and it just oh yeah, it just crashed. And so like a weird thing about this is that I laugh like a maniac whenever it's like whenever I it just confirms that oh hey something bad's gonna happen. Is it like my computer crashing or something like that? I laugh maniacally. I swear. I don't know. I'm not sure that makes me masochist or anything, but it's just fun stuff. It just I find it funny. But anyways, enough of that. Now before my computer rudely interrupted me before I mentioned about huge spoilers, uh, there is if anyone has a fear of anyone has arachnophobia, huge spoilers, but this game will have spider enemies. So if this is your first time tuning in, or like I don't know how I'm gonna edit it, like, make this VOD, but if you're tuning in right now and if you have arachnophobia, we won't get to that part like in the beginning, but once we do get to that part, it will be throughout the entire game. So just a warning: if you have fear of spiders, I don't blame you if you want to not watch this. If you stop watching this game after a certain point. But other than that, also I guess now in my head there's an inside joke where, hey look, the stream was up, but then it came back. That's the whole point. That's the running joke, by the way. Hey Ravik, that's me too. Yeah, I'm not even scared of spiders. It's only when I know they're poisonous and hell, yeah, I don't I don't want them to bite me, but nah, I don't have no, I don't have arachnophobia. I think spiders are cool. You know the Minecraft spiders. I'm still pissed that Mojang never gave us an option to tame spiders. I really want spiders to mount. I don't want horses. I want exotic animals to mount like spiders. What else is there? I don't any mythological creature. Hell, even a rhino shark or imagine a krakenism or something weird. You know what I mean? Like something outlandish. That's what I want. So, anyways, I might as well get the stream over with. Otherwise, if the computer's gonna do the same thing, then I'm just gonna keep rolling with it. Nothing's gonna stop me from streaming some Shock 2. But anyways, hopefully you're having a good day, Ravik. I certainly am with the fun mishaps here and there. Oops, wrong one. Is this it? There we go. Let's move the window here. And now we can finally begin some Shock 2. This is I'm not sure you can hear, but when you start up Sin Shock 2, there is no intro cutscene. You get greeted by this menu screen and this ambience. Already you can tell this game is a huge difference with the initial ambience with the first game. Also need to check what something's wrong with. It's currently my stream's unstable. Why is that? Network connection detected. Oh, it does connect. It is seeing network, but what's eating up my internet connection now? I'm gonna close something real quick. Okay, good. Okay, I was getting concerned for a second there. Oh yes. So there's two ambience. There's this one, and then there's. That's it. That's all the menu ambience you get, or it's a huge step up from the I think from the initial horror experience from the first game. The first game's still awesome, but this game I generally do love. I think I have a more fascination with the just the ambience in general. But anyways, here are our options here. We have easy, normal, hard, and impossible. Now, I could play hard, even impossible, but I think I will never make progress at all. So I think I'll stick with normal. Normal's hard, the best bet. I could try hard, for fun. Even though a little unknown feature about this game, or like something that no one even thinks about, is where is it? I think it's options. No. I swear. How do you do this? Is it a new game? Options or game? Okay, so I gotta make a. I think probably the mod took it out, but I've had a. I have a mod where this game. There's a fan patch that someone made for this mod. So and once Shinshock the remake of Shinshock 1 comes out, anyone who owns the remake will also get a free copy of Shinshock 2 remake, which also includes that patch that I'm using right now. So it fixes a lot of things, and I'm also using a mod that actually changes the graphics to be better looking. So, but not the one where it changes the enemies, because I hate that mod where it makes the enemies look different, because I think that they're scary enough. So, anyways, let's get this show in the rollout. Play on normal. But yes, I do know there's a way to play multiplayer in this game. I think the mod took it out, I guess. But let's get this started.
Look at you, hacker. A pathetic creature of meat and bone, panting and sweating as you run through my corridors. How can you challenge a perfect, immortal machine? In 2072, a rogue artificial intelligence known as Shodan lost her mind. In her limitless imagination, Shodan saw herself as a goddess, destined to inherit the earth. That image was snuffed out by the hacker who created her.
Hopefully it's not too loud. Just messing the audience in the OBS. Also, sorry I missed your message, but hopefully Diamond's been a fun experience so far.
February 3rd is the day the magic happens. The Von Braun, the first starship in history capable of traveling at faster than light speed, will undertake her maiden voyage. This incredible journey is the result of teamwork between the UNN Protectorate and the incredible scientific minds of the newly relicensed Tri-Optimum Corporation. Imagine being able to travel to distant star systems in a period of weeks. It's all part of Tri-Op's commitment to the future. The Von Braun is packed with over 1.8 billion flight, scientific, and security systems, nearly all developed by Tri-Optimum and its wholly owned subsidiaries. Providing security for the Von Braun as she plows through the heavens will be the UNN Rickenbacker. At her helm will be no less than Captain William Bedford Diego himself, hero of the Battle of Boston Harbor during the Eastern States Police action.
Diego.
This incredible union of government and corporation is made possible by an intricate series of docking mechanisms that will allow the Rickenbacker to piggyback its way into jump space. Sleek, fast, revolutionary. Who knows what wonders await our crews in the bosom of the cosmos? All we do know is that it's a great day for mankind.
This is Dr. Mudit Delacroix of the UNN Von Braun. We've been hijacked by an unknown force. Ship security has been compromised. Do not allow the ship. Repeat, do not allow the ship to leave under any circumstances. I don't know what we're up against here.
Well, whoever that person was also having technical issues, just like me. That's a moon. Oh yeah, I do know the older, like, I don't know when they introduced this. Sun and Moon, right? Not Sun and Moon. Excuse me. X and Y. X and Y is when they introduced the like Pokemon Amy. Amy. I don't know. I forgot to pronounce, but it's yeah. I think the newer games it's kind of easier because you can become friendlier with your Pokemon, and they actually can. They can cure themselves of certain status effects, and I believe it's it's been useful in Sun and Moon, but yeah, Sinnoh is actually pretty difficult without that, and even then, some of the gyms are tricky. Though what's interesting is that I think yeah, XP share in the beginning straight up, so it is. Sinnoh is a little bit harder than usual, but it's still a solid game. I think still to me is a solid series, especially because it's where they started with the XP, not XP, what is it, the special attack and attack split. I think I think Hoenn was the last region that did that. But yeah, I think that's the best part about the Sinnoh.
Welcome to the Ramsey Center UNN recruitment facility. Please watch your step when leaving the train. The grav shafts at the end of the hall will take you to the street-level training and recruitment center. Please proceed to the grav shafts.
So just like first SimShock, you move normal speed when you move forward logically, but if you hold the directional buttons, the buttons that run it diagonally, you move a bit faster. So that tactic is still in this game. Here we go. Now we can read these signs even better. Sunic 2 life skill. Alright. I think I remember like Diamond Pearl, some of the gym leaders have weird Pokemon in their team. What is his name? What's the Fire Leaf Four member? He doesn't have any he doesn't have a whole lot of fire Pokemon in this team. But then if you play Platinum, it actually changed that. Like he actually does now have.
Into the grav shafts to proceed to the street level recruitment.
His team makes sense in Platinum. And actually, why did it went down? That was weird. I think in the remakes, he starts off with the team he started off in. What was it? Yeah, he started off with his team that he had in the original, and if you've, well, spoilers here, but if you rematch him, he will have his team again back when he had in Platinum. I think that's what they did. If you played, what is it? Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. If I mix those up, my bad, because I have a habit of mixing up my left and rights usually. I think that's probably that's the case there. Oh, wow, we can read this. Happy Noodles. I actually want to read this. I forgot how I crouch. There, you'll see. So, appetizers. You know, I was about to actually yell that chicken dumpling is $59, but I think that's I know this game has a different currency. Nanites, there you go. So I don't know the conversion rates for nanites to any other currency. But I can imagine with the future, it's probably inflated to who knows how much.
Before you choose your career, you'll want to learn some basic abilities. First, you should go into the basic training center. When you're done with basic training, proceed to the advanced training area.
Now, this is basic training is tutorial, like tells you, here you can press E to use items. You can use the mouse to move around. There's these buttons you can press and interact with. I don't know if should I do that or should I skip that? I'm more inclined to skip it because it's pretty straightforward stuff. This, however, might be more. This is actually pretty important because this is actually tutorial because SimShock 2, unlike the first game, now becomes an RPG. In the sense that there's 3 different starts you can pick. You can start as you can start with being a technical person. You start with weapons specialist, or you can start as a psi specialist. Exactly, like there's. I don't think so. There's lore. Neither in these. I'm not sure. There might be lore in psi skill, but if there is, if I miss it, then.
Basic training, you're ready for the advanced lessons provided here. Advanced training will familiarize you with the 3 key areas of military service.
Yeah.
Weapons training,
Yep.
technical training, and psionics training.
There we go.
Approach the Cyberlink booth of your choice to train in that area. When you finish training in the 3 areas, proceed directly to the recruitment center to choose and start your military career.
I don't think so. There's any lore, but maybe in psi skills.
Here's where you make your choice, soldier.
Okay.
Here's where you enlist in one of the 3 branches of the military. Once you decide on your branch of service, there's no going back. The shuttle will take you to a UNN orbital space station, where you'll receive a briefing regarding your yearly postings. Good luck.
So we have 3 starts here, and as you said, these are permanent. OSA is psi, which psi. Here's the funny thing, right? Because obviously, if you know the titles, like if you play Bioshock, well, there's System Shock, so you can see what's going on here. If you play Bioshock, OSA is essentially, or say psi is essentially like the plasmids from Bioshock. You get different abilities, and you can choose which. I have, to be honest, I've never played OSA. Usually, whenever I play this game, I call out my brother, and my brother is the one who's usually the OSA person, so he knows more with that. I just simply choose either. I always go for Marine. I'm just a meathead who just sticks with weapons and whatnot. Navy is kind of. I could be wrong. The problem with Navy is that it's cool. Well, it's cool because it's specialized because it's more for hacking and techno stuff. You can research. You can specialize in researching things, or you can save nanites or just find more neutral or something like that. Like it's kind of technical. It feels it's a you know the concept of jack of all trades. You're decent at everything, but not as good as anything else. Like you're not better at anything else. That's the problem with Navy. Like Navy just to me feels a bit underwhelming. It's so usually I mean probably for a challenge or maybe I might be missing something with Navy, but I usually go with Marines. It's to me I don't know. It feels I'm just used to just holding up, as you can see with my gameplay Fallout 4, I'm just used to holding a bunch of weapons and just like, I think this is probably useful for this occasion, or this is probably useful here. I'm spoiled by that gameplay where you just play as this protagonist who just carry a bunch of weapons and just use whatever you feel like using. That is straight up me. I just have a huge collection of arsenal within my imaginary pockets. So, we get recruited as a Marine here. Earth. There's no way Earth is gonna look like that in the future. What do I mean? I feel like one day someone's gonna be ballsy enough and someone's gonna write their name on somewhere. Nothing ecological damaging. Maybe something like they probably grow some trees that with different color, and then that part doesn't impact the environment, and then you can see someone spells out the word Joe was here or something like that. That would be something.
Welcome to Space Station Wake Island, Marine. So you've survived basic training at Camp Lejeune. Better still, you've managed to learn a thing or two about standard weapons. But now it's time for the real deal. Your tour of duty will consist of 4 postings over 4 years. The Corps demands a lot of you grunts, but the Corps is generous. You get to choose your own postings. Head up to the shuttle bays in the center of Wake Island, and you'll be briefed on what's ahead. When you find the right posting, head into that bay to accept the assignment. Good luck, Marine.
Well, hopefully that crater is nothing. Well, it is a big event, but that's pretty sad. That be the case? So let's hope not. But assuming how reckless most of these sci-fi games they tend to be, where we just shoot a bunch of stuff up in space and it's like, oh hey, we don't care about the satellites that's floating above our planet. You know, one of these days something big is gonna fall onto planet Earth again. There is an Easter egg with one of these robots, where I'm not sure it's here, but it requires me to stay looking at a robot for a while, or where is it? I'm not sure it's here. I think it's another area. There's a robot. If you keep watching, the robot will eventually do the I think the Macarena. But I don't know if the patch removed it or it's still here. I can't recall on the top of my head. Supply ship.
If you're partial to spending time with a lot of high explosives, this posting is for you.
2 strength,
The Navy maintains a
endurance,
survival.
and agility.
Not every boarding party has the luxury of gravity.
Sorry if I'm talking over the guy, but
Strongly recommends every one of
it
his
just-
brethren get in some zero-G training. A year aboard the training station Guadalcanal should suffice.
it's flavor text. It's not. I'll be honest. It's not gonna hold too much information. But I think we have 3 choices to make, 3 times. So we can start with
If you're partial
2
to
strength,
spending
2 endurance, or 2 agility.
Not every
Agility
boarding
makes it
party
so
has
that
the
we don't.
luxury of gravity. So
Uh,
the Corps strongly recommends every
I
one
was
of
waiting
his
till he's done.
brethren get in some zero-G training.
Agility.
Aboard the training station Guadalcanal should suffice.
That's a little problem. Like every time you go to the entrance, it just goes on and on. But agility makes it so that you move faster and you take less fall damage. Endurance, I think, it gives you more health definitely, but I feel like there's something else to it. But I forgot on the top of my head what it does. What else it does? Strength,
If you're partial
which
to
I'm going
spending
for,
time with a
because
lot
it's
of
good
high
for not only do
explosives,
more
this
melee
posting is
damage.
for you. There's a lot of heavy lifting.
Not only do more melee damage, but you can carry more inventory space, like increase your inventory capacity. We're gonna do that because I'm someone that loves carrying more weapons than I should have. So your stint. Oh, it's okay. I thought I was supposed to say stunt, but I guess your stint on aboard the UN Gallo is finished. Well, you spent more exciting years, haven't you, Marine? If you ever look at another UNN packing crate, you put a bullet in your head. Oh god. But you used the time well and bulked up considerably. You gained 2 strength. It's funny. I think I probably would have. If not for the intensive physical labor, I probably wouldn't even say that. I'm just like, yeah, it's fun, just moving stuff around. Experience doesn't work in a retail. Is there a robot there? I don't think so. Yeah, I think I missed the chance, but oh. I think this is artillery, asteroid picket, and weapons range. Okay, I'm thinking this is laser. This is heavy. And this is ballistics. So there's different weapon types in this game, and we'll get to more into them later. But I think, let's see, what's this? Standard. Yep. Heavy weapons and cybernetic infinity. Energy weapons and cybernetic infinity. I kind of forgot what cyber infinity was. It's some. I think it might be to do something with you spend less nanites than usual, or you spend less currency, or you gain more than usual. It's one of the two. It's been a while, but I think for now, what I might do is standard is a good solid choice to start with because you get standard weapons early, and also you do more damage with them the more you invest into them. But let's not do that. Let's be reckless. Energy weapons. I think I'm gonna go for an energy build for this run. This might backfire, but you know what? This should be fun. Time to get off the UNN Antigua and back to Wake Island Station, and not a month too soon. 5 months into your posting, the gunnery sergeant snapped during a training exercise and killed half a troop with live plasma fire before you tackled her. After that, you were in charge of the exercises, and the months after got pretty good with the low energy beam weapons. What the heck? What the Okay. You know what? I believe you, Rev. In this universe, something's a bit. You know what? At this point, they're gonna have a giant ship just fall onto planet Earth, and that ship might as well be filled with nuclear fuel, and probably just make a huge explosion that probably destroy the Earth. I'm not surprised that's gonna happen in this world. Some crazy, some crazy mishaps happening over here. Here it is. Okay, so this is the Easter egg. There he goes. Hey, look at me. look at it. Look at that robot go. I want that as a gift. Alright. Smooth moves, robot. You an honor guard, training station. I believe this is where maintenance, repair, and something else. Repair, modify, and this is maintenance.
The UNN Secretary General's office needs a full staff of armed guards. When things are dull, it requires a lot of standing around looking good in a uniform. When things are bad, it can require fending off a Psi-terrorist assault.
Maintenance means if slowly your weapons go down. Like weapons degrade over time the more you use them. Goodness is the exception goes for wrenches and for other melee weapons. So the goodness you can use melee weapons for as long as you want to. All guns, like anything that shoots anything, they degrade over time, so you need to repair them. Repair skill comes that is separate because repair skill, the more you invest into it, the higher the weapon's health would be when you repair it, rather than simply, oh, it just goes up by one level, like one health level. So maintenance and repair is actually pretty good to have hand in hand. Modifying a weapon not only makes it stronger, but it can carry more clips, or it can do, or there's something else, like depending on the weapons you're modifying. It's different for every weapon, so that it's also good to have early on. You'll get items where you can do it for free, but usually you have to do it yourself, so usually I don't care if I modify. Repair, however, is pretty good, but I can't. It's a type between repair and maintenance. But you know what? I do know repair. Repair is a good perk. Antigua, what? Repair is good for not only repairing weapons, but also for other things. So that's something to keep in mind. Get back to Wake Island Station pronto. Your tour of duty on the UNN Antigua is finished. You kept the Antigua running for 6 months when every system is in the book crashed daily. But your real problems came when the convicts the air servers was shipping through decided to try revolt. It took you the rest of the trip to get the smell explosives out of the air scrubbers, but you learned how to repair the damn things. One repair. I believe this is the end of it. Yep. Tango. Song. I believe that's our number, 98322/U. Bedford Diego. Oof. My last name is familiar. And now we come part. Well, now we'll join the crew of the Rickenbacker, which will join on the journey of the Von Braun.
Shuttle A138, you have clearance for landing on the Von Braun in Shuttle Bay 2. Welcome aboard, soldier.
Oh yeah. I wish. Yeah, I think this is technically 4 months later, or 4 years later. I don't remember what was the date, but yeah, this is definitely. As obvious now, this is definitely after the events of Shinshaku 1. So we're definitely not the same character, by the way. The hacker is. We're not playing the hacker anymore. We're just a soldier. Uh-oh. Worms. Or it could be a snake. Ah, the person's fine. They're sleeping. She's having a good time. Someone in the costume's just hugging her. It's all good.
Steady yourself, soldier. This is Dr. Janice Polito of the computer ops staff of the Von Braun. You're safe for the time being. You're recovering from the effects of surgery and will be unable to remember any of the events of the last few weeks. You're on board the starship Von Braun and something's gone very, very wrong. Some kind of force has hijacked this ship. That's why you volunteered to be implanted with some experimental cybernetic implants. Rely on your cyber interface. It just might save your life. You must find an elevator and come up to Deck 4 to meet me. Deck 4. Can you remember that? But keep your eyes open. They're after us both now.
Ooh. Well, we'll find out the answer to that question later. And will this patch save the crash? Wonderful.
Watch out. I'm getting strange readings from that radar dish outside the window. It's become unstable due to... Move! Take cover!
Critical decompression hazard in the cryo recovery suite. Evacuate immediately.
So already we're tossed into the chaos of the game right now. So yeah, we have a body. Now, pardon me. I'll be as usual whenever I start something a game that I haven't played in a while. I'm just gonna goof up a lot. So pardon my clumsiness. Yep. Oh yeah. I'm not sure. Without the patch, I think you don't start with. If you go for heavy weapons, you start with a grenade launcher. If you invest into either standard or energy, you get nothing. I remember that, and it was just so weird that you only get a weapon if you invest into heavy, and even then you only get 6, I think, grenades. You get a grenade launcher. That's the basic weapon for heavy weapons, and you never see a if you use up all your ammo for the grenade launcher, have fun because you won't see that until probably like the 3rd deck or something, or 4th deck. And even then, you don't need to use your grenade ammo that early in the game.
The entire sector is depressurizing and the blue vacuum shield won't last long. Get through a secure airlock before you're sucked into space. Move it!
Nah, I'm gonna take my sweet time. Here we go. Access card. Oh, did I skip something? I think there was a tutorial, or was that something else? There are little terminals for tutorial in this area, unless they took it out. Oh, I think they removed it. Sometimes you see some panels here that give you tutorial what to do, which is funny. But I could be wrong, they don't it's still here, but it's just kind of lore breaking a bit. Or silly, like, hey, hello there, fellow human being. If you don't know how to breathe oxygen, you just do this. Anyways, there's There was a button here to play audio logs. V? P. No. I don't know the quick buttons, but really the easiest way to do this is... Oops, not that. Tab, there we go. And then we... New code.
Great. I gotta change the access codes out of Cryo A again. Like I've got nothing better to do. I think Grassy just likes to make work for me. I'll set the new code to 45100. That should be easy enough to remember.
Whenever you play System Shock 1, always the first code of these doors is 451. In this case, though, it's 45100. Also, you can hack this too, which... If you visit... That's what the, what is it, the Navy? Yeah, the Navy class. You could visit to hacking, which hacking does come... Hacking will eventually pop up in the future. Oh, hey. They're having a good time.
Warning. Decompression event imminent. Please move immediately to cryo recovery B. Decompression event imminent.
That wouldn't surprise me. It seems like 451 is just the code that everybody uses for their for the first level or something. Here we go, another wrench. This is for if you're co-oping with someone else, because you can definitely have 2 people. Like, I think a maximum of 3 people join you in this game. I think I remember the controls. It's funny because it's right clicking is shooting in the first game. Now this game's reversed, so I'm thrown off here. There we go. And E is for me the button. Pressing E opens the inventory. So, oops. Oh boy. I guess that's simulating the fact that I came out from Crystal Space. Like, not Crystal Space. Cryo sleep, and I'm just like, oh boy, I'm still feeling the effects of it, so it's all good. Right? Oh, I see. Wait. Charge power cell required. And how do I... Oh. Okay. There, right click, there we go. And then... Perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna fumble here and there. I'm just gonna use the controls.
You've managed to get out before the whole area depressurized. I've just uploaded you some cybernetic modules. You can use them to upgrade your cybernetic rig at the upgrade units in this area. There are 4 types of units in the next room. 1 for each subsystem of your cybernetic gear. Stats, psi, weapons, and tech. But use the modules carefully. They're hard to come by.
So cyber modules are pretty much our quote-unquote experience points we get in this game. We can find them in some places, or we get rewarded depending how we reach certain checkpoints in the game. And for now, Polito is the one who's going to give us the cybernetic modules. We can find other sources of it elsewhere, but we're going to have to hope that she will have a bunch available. Stats upgrade. Strength. Here we go. Inventory capacity and combat. Oh yes, and some weapons do also have strength requirements in order to use them. So it's literally Fallout. I'm not sure if the first games had this mechanic, but in New Vegas, like imagine New Vegas, but you can't use the weapons until you have the strength requirement. So endurance. Oh yes, and also affects your resistance to radiation and toxins. So poisons and toxins is back. As a poison and radiation is a thing here. Psi, dependent to skills in psionics. Duration, range, and damage inflicted by psionic disciplines depend on psi. Like I said, it's pretty much the plasmids from Bioshock 1 and 2. Infinite. Agility determines your movement speed and reduces your falling damage. And weapon knockback as well. So agility is also good if you don't like weapon knockback, so I might go for that a little bit as well. Improves your chances of successfully using the hack, repair, and modify skills, and also lessens the number of dangerous nodes. I figured, yeah, power armor also as well. Like, you need to have training. This game kind of has this. It's just that you need to invest into the skill. Oh, that's embarrassing. This is Psy. These are all the abilities you can do here. As you can see, there's level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think the 5th one doesn't have some, like, it's kind of underwhelming for the 5th level. But you get more powerful abilities such as laying mines at tier 5. Better healing. Protects you from a lot of, this one is a heavy shield. This one is a teleporter for yourself. Causes a non-robotic target to become hostile to all non-human creatures, so you can turn a robot to your control. A lot of cool stuff you can do in this game, and pretty much with Psy, your main weapon is a cryokinesis. You can shoot an ice ball, or PK ice in this case, from Earthbound. And eventually you can shoot fireballs and whatnot. There's a lot of cool abilities, which I'm not sure I'll get to them. I'll play as a weapons-based character, Marine in this case. I'll get to weapons later. Hacking, as we explained, straightforward. Hacking puzzles. Repair gives us better like. I think some weapons have a requirement for repair skill in order to effectively repair it. Modify, we can modify weapons to become better. Maintenance, amount of improvement you can make to a condition to weapon with the maintenance tool, and the charge your power items can hold. Maintenance is pretty good for my build, so I can have more energy than usual. Research. The research skill determines the efficiency of your research. Researching organs can yield useful information, and some items cannot be used without first being researched. Some items cannot be, we'll get some items, but we need a certain a level of research in order to do that, and there's more to it as well. The main benefit, though, is that, in this case from enemies, we'll do more damage if we find a... It's like Bioshock. As you can see here, like a lot of elements from Bioshock 1 stems from this game. And here are our weapons. So far we have 3, but another one will pop up eventually, which I definitely would like to get that one. Standard is bullets, energy, straightforward laser weapons and whatnot, and heavy weapons, which heavy weapons is weird because now it includes grenade launchers, just these bulky weapons that it makes you think they're energy, but you get this giant plasma cannon, you get this experimental weapon that can freeze people. Like heavy is just they just shove everything to heavy. Like they can't come up with rocket launchers or anything like that. I guess it's just grenade launchers. Just takes that role. But in the meantime, though, I do like to get maintenance. How much I have? Never mind, I don't have any more. I guess in the meantime, either I can save these or I can invest into something. Energy would be cool, but I really like to save for maintenance. There we go. Tab. I might need to change that. I would like to have more agility, though. If I do invest into this, we'll go for agility, and then we'll save what we have available. I'm not gonna use the rest as of now. More audio logs. Is it you? There we go.
Hey Doc, a security bot showed up with orders from you to place this grunt into the recovery freezer. I'm no cyber doc, but I know a plant job when I see one. I suppose you know they outlawed R-grade cyber goodies after that fiasco back on Citadel Station. But hey, I just work here, right?
So, hypos come into play again, but now they take up inventory space. Now, if you have hacking 1, you can hack this, but I apologize, this is cheaty, but apparently the password to this door is, I kid you not, all 0. Easy. We got a Braum boost. Speed booster. We get hypos and pretty much increase our speed. Though they're pretty risky to use because if you use those, you move faster. But they design it so that because your character moves too fast, every time you bump into a wall, you take damage. So you're pretty much stubbing your toe against the wall. So that's the thing about using speed hypos. Good for speed running, but if you're not careful with your movements, you will take damage. Did we get anything else? Oh yes, we also got a Braum boost implant. I think... Is there a way to check this? Where is that button? Question mark, here we go. Increases strength by 1. And then, as you can see, it has 100 with the battery energy symbol. So, the moment we put this in, it's gonna deplete. It's gonna lose energy every 10 seconds. So there's a lot of items that does this. But 1 strength, more damage on a wrench, which would be useful. More med hypos. Okay. Don't worry, we'll get to the action soon enough. I'm just someone that likes taking my time. Here we go. The Sonic Amplifier. I'm gonna... Can I use this? Is it put in my hand? Yep. So this thing... The Sonic Amplifier is just this weird stress ball with a wire, and it connects into your wrist. Like it's straight up like a spike that just jams into your veins or something. And it somehow then it gives you the ability to shoot ice balls and fireballs and other crazy stuff. We're not gonna have this though. That's not our build for today. However, if we do have Psi, oh, well, there goes fall damage. If we do have Psi, we could get those items over there. But because I don't, I will not do that sadly. So, as you can see, there's different there's a lot of play styles in this game. This game does have replayability. It really depends on like I think if you play on easy mode, you can probably just invest as much perks as you can. The higher the difficulty, now remember, the higher the difficulty, the more expensive the upgrades get. So it's harder to, you have to be a bit more careful what you invest into in this game once you play in the higher difficulties.
Can somebody let me out? I can't find my card. Please, let me out of here.
Spooky. I think we'll get an explanation for that later, but yeah, I'm not kidding you. Like if you play BioShock 1, this game just, you could see the inspiration. It's literally made by the same people, so. I saw that.
Well done. I'm uploading some more modules.
Hello. Our first enemy. And they put up a fight. Already, one more hit, I'm dead. I think let's get ready to hit Bob because this music slams. I was hoping it's gonna do the drop, but apparently it didn't. That's fine. Can I hack this? Skill 2 required. Oh, that was a short-lived jam.
Why is it that no one listens to me? The security protocols on the Xerxes system are clearly immature. Some idiot hacked into the primary data loop last night and made Xerxes sing Elvis Presley songs for 3 hours. I finally had to pull the voice subsystem offline. What would happen if someone with a real agenda got into him?
His music. I do know a lot of people love the soundtrack to this game. However, I do know people do say, I do hear the, oh, I do hear critiques saying that it might be a bit unfitting. You just prefer the ambience. Oh yeah, straight up cyberpunk. Also, we never got a good look at these guys, but yeah, they have something protruding from their heads into their chest. We'll learn about that later. Oh.
I got called up around 04.
On most decks, you'll find a quantum bioreconstruction device. Xerxes shut them all down, but I've discreetly put them back online. You'll need to interface with each machine locally to provide a quantum entanglement sample. Once you do that, the device will be able to rebuild your body essentially from scratch. It's not pleasant, but it's preferable to slow decomposition.
So, respawners are back in this game. It's pretty straightforward. Though, like I said, I wonder if people actually actively let that off. Like, they turn that off so they keep it as a challenge. I might do that one day. And it failed miserably and just rage and do something else instead. This music goes really hard, by the way, for a first area. I forgot something. Oop. Minimap. I can never play this game without a minimap. Otherwise I get lost easily.
Goddamn. Somebody's hacked into this thing again. I'm gonna tell Delacroix.
And we got our first gun here. Very good. Can we equip this? Yes, we can. I won't do that yet, though. Remember Citadel. What do you mean by that? Person? Oh, what was it? We're about to listen to this dialogue here, but someone interrupted us. Was it the ship damage? No, logs, right? There you go.
I got called up around 0430 to help unload the shuttle coming back from Tau City. Kerenskin was there alone. Jesus, what the hell happened to him? He lost most of his hair, and you could see these lumps on the side of his neck. And that smell. I told him he should go see Dr. Watts, but he told me to mind my own business. La-di-da.
As a side note, this is the AI of the whole ship, Xerxes. We heard his voice, I think, giving a little warning about the ship, I get with the oxygen levels. We'll be hearing Xerxes later on, more about the AI later.
I've been unable to get in touch with Delacroix. This place is falling apart. Members of my team keep disappearing. The leaks in the venting shaft shorted out the primary access channel, and that means we'll all be on auxiliary power until we can get it back up. That means all the lifts are out. Marie, where the hell are you?
Yep, straight up a male showdown. Depends what Xerxes says though. So here, cameras are back, but they're not. They're actually now dangerous to get spotted by security.
Xerxes has control of the ship's security system. Avoid or destroy any security cameras you see. You can hack security computers to power down the cameras too, if you're good enough. But don't botch the job, or you'll set off the alarm yourself. Your corpse is useless to me.
As explained, all security now belongs to the ship, and the ship's security has been compromised. By who? We still don't know. Ah. Oh boy. I might die here. So I'm wondering, should I just use this or... Damn it. Yeah. Figures much. Yeah, leaning is actually not... As much as leaning was a good feature in the first game, we're still... Enemies are still effective at trying to hitting us over walls now, so we can't use that too much, or expect enemies to be entirely dumbfounded by our leaning capabilities. However, I still want to destroy that turret, so... Isn't there... There's a B button, right? Oop, wrong thing. Here we go. Overcharge. Damn it. I just destroyed 10 992s in reconstruction. Okay, so the mod actually changes that. Cool. So you can't screw around too much, otherwise you lose too much of your money. That's actually nice. I like that feature.
Damn. The power outage has also taken out access to this bulkhead. It's the only way to get to the medical subsection. Pick up the battery from the floor and find a recharger. The one you used before is in hard vacuum now, I'm afraid, but there should be another one on this deck. Once you get the battery recharged, place it in the auxiliary override.
Will do, but I want that turret that I destroyed. This would have been useful. Armor-piercing bullets. Oh yeah, if it wasn't obvious enough, this game, despite it being a sequel, some improvements here and there, but it's still brutal. It is still pretty difficult if you're playing this for the first time. Very punishing, especially on impossible mode.
Access needed.
It's not because, and like I said, even if I'm playing horrible, like if I'm playing horrible right now.
Xerxes, please report any unauthorized database interactions to your direct superior. Remember, a smooth operation is everybody's responsibility.
Yeah, exactly, dude. You better clean up that mess, otherwise, you're not upholding responsibilities. Gotta listen to the guy with the.
That insipid computer Xerxes has shut down the elevator as well. You can transfer power at the engine core on deck 1, which will get the elevator up and running again. But you can't use the elevator to get down there.
of stuff going on. Turret cool, not turret, the camera cooldown. There we go. If you get spotted by security, like, you will alert, the alarm goes on, and then enemies will constantly respond trying to kill you. So you don't want to do that. Hello. I'll probably just save my bullets, but that's fine. Now, a little thing I'll spoil. I do know about the gimmick of the energy weapons. They're good against. I think this is given already. Oh crap! Getting my ass kicked by the beginning enemies in this game. Not a good sign. For the first game, if you realize energy weapons are only good against robots, but anything organic, not really. You're gonna have a tough time with them. There we go. Did I get? Oh, there we go.
Marie, I've got to restrict access to engineering until we can figure out what to do down there. It's just too hot. I don't know where all the hazard suits went, so I'm reduced to bringing down an armful of rad hypos. Those damn things always give me a headache.
Little video game console there, but I think I can't do much until I hack it. Right? Hack skill level 6 required. Yeah. I'll drop there. So if you're a good hacker, you can play video games in this place. Probably the best thing you do in this whole Dune space station. Can't do anything with that yet. Which is the area that came from? Where is that? Well, this is new, but
Each deck has a chemical storeroom where you can find the resources you need to research the artifacts you'll find around the ship. Don't try to carry around all the chemicals at once. It's impractical and unnecessary. Your research software will tell you what chemicals it needs and when.
she says that, but then if you're playing co-op, that pretty much means nothing. Everybody could just pick up chemicals and just take them with you. However, though, not all of them will be used. That was a fair warning. And a little reminder, if you want to remember which floor has what, that's what you need. Oh yeah, so research, when you research something, you do need those chemicals. There we go. If possible, you do want to try to avoid milling these guys, because they are pretty dangerous. Like, they do fire, like, not fire. They do, sometimes you get lucky and they do that long swing, but then if you hit them, they can retaliate with a very fast swing, and you can see it just takes away my health so much. These guys are no joke. Let's save here. I swear there was a way to alternate the ammo, but I forgot what was the button. F, there we go. I'll be using anti-armor rounds. Careful, and
This is Xerxes. Remember, unauthorized usage of firearms aboard the Von Chrome is a Class 3.
perfect. Nanites, make up all the lost nanites, and more cybernaut modules. I don't have a repair tool, but eventually I would like to have one. So I can repair this weapon. Oh. F, there we go. We're using this pistol more often than we should, in case our energy gun goes down. So we'll need to go to a minute already. Well, let's. No, this is where I died. Hello. I want a rematch. Yeah, it's monkey. And I'm dead again. Where's that monkey? Is it friendly? I have a feeling by the end, by the late game, depending how many times I die, I'm not gonna have enough money to purchase something important. Which that'd be cruel, but at the same time amazing, because The problem with regenerating is that it's not too punishing. Besides the fact you start low health, right? But it's still. I appreciate like now there's a sense of urgency where you gotta be careful not to die too much. Because without this patch, it feels like I could just simply die as much times as I can and just nothing. You know, I don't suffer any huge consequence besides restarting my progress. It's like it's not much of an issue. Now, however, I'm actually I'm actually afraid of dying a lot because I'm losing nanites over time. Oh crap! I forgot where I came from. It should be this place, right? No. Oh, cool! They actually even. Oh, that's awesome. That's. Oops. I gotta remember escape key is something different now, but I love now they actually show you where. Okay, I'm gonna use bullets this time. Where is that? Is he blocking the door? Huh. It's weird. I can get inside. Right click? Oh, never mind. I guess I'm permanently locked out of the door. Version 1 research software module. I still have a skill. Still need a skill 1 to research that. This door is locked. Monkey. Can I get through here? Monkey can fire back, and it's also. I'm not taking chances with you. Sweet vengeance. Oops, nah, I meant to use that. It's one of these. I think. Can I not? Yep, I cannot hack. Yeah, this game is not punishing now. Especially in the beginning. But I must say that I don't know if this music is for everyone, but this music does hype me up. Much more motivated. I think that's a bad idea. This. Oh, I got scared for a second. I thought it's gonna respond. Something's gonna spawn behind my back.
Ever since we reached Tau Ceti, the lab monkeys have been acting strangely. Nurse Lester picked one out of a cage to be brought in for vivisection, and the rest of them, I mean the entire group, stood up on their legs and howled. This wasn't just a random display. It was a protest.
These missions should have been scrubbed before it left Earth. We've been unable to contain the reactant coolant leaks on deck 1. I've put an order requiring hazard suits down there. I know you think this would cause a panic, but it's better than giving everybody radiation sickness, don't you think?
Same thing, right? But yep. These geniuses over here decide to bring monkeys aboard the ship. It's like, hey, you know what? So despite we're making a huge making this journey across space, you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna bring monkeys here and vivisect them. Why? Science!
There. Please make your selection.
R&D card. I'm definitely missing something somewhere. I do know there's a door I need to go to, or key card I missed. Unfortunately, I might have missed it somewhere. Something really obvious, like stand out. I swear, this game locks me out of something because I don't have a high locking skill, a hacking skill. Alright, check these. This one's red. Oh, I remember now, the battery. I got the battery again. I need to find that door. Not there. Where is Xerxes? There he is. Gotta find the... This might be it. Here we go. At least I remember, otherwise I'll be running around forever. Perfect.
Well done. I'm uploading some more modules.
Now, we could go in here, or we can level up quickly, but there is another... There are goodnesses in this game. There are a lot of areas we can choose to level up. And also, general rule of thumb, despite me having a patch for this game, whenever you play this game, you do want to save before you enter these bulkheads or like bulkheads, because the game crashes whenever the game has a high tendency to crash when you load to another area. The patch reduces the chances of that happening, but better safe than sorry, you know. You would know like in loading if you know if it crashes when it loads forever, like that screen right there. If the low bar doesn't move after it's maxed out, then yeah.
Now find Grassi and get the key card to the crew sector. He's the one who monitored your cryo sleep, so he might be interested in joining you, if he hasn't been butchered yet.
Go ahead. This guy's got the moves, by the way. The enemies are actually... The enemies here are no joke. I can't say... how many times I'm saying this, but these enemies are horrifying from the beginning. They know when you're about to swing at them.
Intruder entering medical sector A. Intruder, the many demands to know your intentions. Are you allied with her? Do you not know of her intentions, of her history? She once tried to destroy your species, and now you do her bidding. Intruder entering medical sector A.
Oh boy, I don't know. Xerxes be saying there's funny words, but also yes, Ravik, I tend to play games that crash a lot. No. The thing is though, it just matches with my. I think it matches my playstyle. I just play things and it's like, oh, it's gonna crash. Like I am not careful what I do. But, anyways, as funny man Xerxes says, he says that he is I guess running from something called the Many, whatever that means, and he says I'd say if you pay attention to what he said, that might give it something away. So that might be hopefully that's not me come across as railroading the plot, but I swear when the moment he opened that, so that was like, oh, monkey friends. What is this? Research obsolete.
Angela, while it may appear that the lab monkeys are communicating with each other, I assure you it's quite impossible. You claim that one monkey signed the passcode for a supply closet to another, and the latter proceeded to open it. As I'm sure you know, there have literally been tens of thousands of studies of primate intelligence, and there's no evidence of behavior even remotely that sophisticated.
Says you.
So either you've single-handedly trumped the entire field of animal behaviorists, or you're badly in need of a vacation.
Yeah, you know, here, if you need a vacation, you just on this spaceship. Go to, like, I don't know, take a few steps next to this room and just plug yourself in the VR. And you can still hear the howling of the monkeys who are, you know, definitely want off this crazy ride. And what we picked up here is a surgical unit activation key. We can put this in any medical, like this for example, our surgical unit, and we had this. I think it's 10. Yeah, it's 10 nanites, and I think that it might be different for whatever bed you use it, but it's usually 10, and you get fully healed. So you can save it to. It's pretty cool because you have control where you want to place the healing station, but of course it takes up your inventory, so it's up to you when you want to use it. Oh, the monkeys are breaking out now. I could probably take them at this close range. Never mind. I want to pick this up though.
I can't raise anybody down in engineering. With the lifts out, I'll need to get down there through the emergency conduit in the Psi Annex. I think the access code is in Watts' lab.
That's good to know. Is that another, what is that? Not just more debris. Pile of debris. Sad. Alright. Oh. So this is where hacking comes in useful because, hacking, if you invest into it, you can hack the security cameras and they can shut off. Not only the cameras, but you can also hack the security system to turn off, and turrets will not fire upon you. And if you invested certain like higher in hacking, you can actually hack the turret so that you can program them to help you out. So they'll fire against all enemies, which is pretty useful because they act as like another form, backup for you. Let's see. Break this. Interesting noise. Let's see. Here we go. I think there's another turret there or not. Not sure. Yeah, that's the turret we want to destroy. I think there's another one somewhere, but there's really no reason to go that area. For now. Is there a run button? X, apparently. Explore here, yep. Yeah, the ambience in this game is pretty good. This is one of the many areas with decent ambience. Do we have? No, we don't have the card yet. This would be handy because we're gonna get our next tier of
You might witness some strange phenomena. Your R-grade cyber rig has an experimental perception enhancement that can theoretically detect residual psychic emanations. These emanations traditionally come from the recently dead. Literature might call them ghosts. I call them self-hypnotic defects in the R-grade unit. Don't let it distract you from the job at hand.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we're getting our new we're getting new versionals, hybrids soon. That's what they're called. Not necessarily it's more so they'll be having new weapons on them, and oh boy, monkey. Monkey friend. Let's see. We're gonna avoid them for now. Oh, is this where I think it is? No, that.
Whose idea was it to bring 150 chimpanzees on board anyway? The interest of science? What about the interest of hygiene? Does anybody have any idea how much crap 150 lab monkeys make in a day? The poor chimps. They come on board for the most historic mission of all time, and they end up being chopped into little pieces in the name of progress.
I mean, it has got a point. Here we go. Come on here. So this room is for radiation. So the way it works is the longer you spend, it's straightforward. The more time you spend in radiation, the more the meter counts up, and you take damage over time. And when you take more damage, the more radiation you take in. So you do not want to obviously spend as long in rooms such as these.
Medical tells me they've replicated a whole bunch of rad hypos. I'm gonna pick those up and distribute them to the engineering staff unless anyone gets a better idea. Watts also asked me to check on the replicator in the crew lounge. He says it's a hacker's paradise.
I walk into that. Wonderful. Get over here. I swear, this monkey kicks my ass. Actually, I wouldn't mind.
What is a drop of rain compared to the storm?
What is a thought
Compared to a mind, our unity is full of wonder.
which your tiny individualism cannot even conceive?
Hostile robots, killer monkeys, badass mutants with pipes, and now I'm getting voices in my head. You know, everything seems normal.
Well done. I am uploading some cybernetic modules. Find an upgrade unit
240 of non-specific causes. Despite zero respiratory and brain function, the body is still displaying autonomous motor function, as does the parasite. At 0847, the patient even spoke to one of the nurses. Autopsy is set for 16:30, and then we'll see what makes this Lazarus tick.
Whoop. Whatever happened to Watts? Apparently they're dead, so... I'm not laughing at the fact that he's dead, but still. I'm just used to games. I mean, I play Fallout, but still, like, I'm just used to games like not. I was this first game not be fall damage. Oh, this is gonna be the death of me. I swear. All right then, we fully explored that one area. So, monkey. Oh, the monkey's gonna come out the door, isn't it? No. Nothing in there. Owie. There's a hacking puzzle there, but goodness is, I'm not gonna bother with it because I don't have it.
Since returning from the surface of Tau Ceti 5, the patient has experienced numerous novel phenomena, evidenced by inflammatory nodular growth and the presence of a large worm-like parasite. This morning, the parasite penetrated the subject's chest from the inside and attached one end of itself to the subject's forehead. If I remove it, it can kill the kid. If I leave it... Final diagnosis beats the hell out of me. I'd love to refer this to Medorsky at CDC, but unfortunately he's 67 trillion miles away.
So, one, the audio log explains what's going on. There's a worm at... What's going on now, apparently there's this parasite, a worm that attaches to people's chest or head, and it goes into their chest, vice versa, right? That's one. So that's one situation. Two, here's a new version of the mutants here, or hybrids. So instead of holding pipes, like lead pipes, these guys now carry shotguns, so these guys are ranged. And every time you kill them, they tend to drop these shotguns, which... If I had a high repair skill, or is it a repair skill of 2, I would have got an early shotgun, but... Trust me, we'll get a better shotgun in it. Sort of soonish, actually. It's actually, I think, in this area. But to do some platforming to get it, though. Finally, 220 defense. I needed that. Now I could probably, perhaps last longer than just simply getting 2-shotted or 3-shotted. Oops, I forgot to not charge up. There we go. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, there's no reason to be here. So now that we got the card, we can go back to the medical area. Or not area, the crew quarters. For this section of the place, at least. There we go. Oh, 5 nights. Okay. Not too expensive. Let's make it safe here. Classical. Oh my goodness, we can actually now finally see the classical art. And it's NOTs, by the way. This is how they're gonna do it. Hey, you wanna watch television? You have to pass into them. Wait, what does it say? Art Fort. Art server offline. Error 503. Okay. Now we can see this magazine. Mystery. Synthetic talk stories. I don't know, I can't, personalities, home personality too. So I can't read. It's still kind of hard to read. Tablets, indeed. So instead of so it's like, so in the future, they sell iPads, but all it does is it's just for a magazine. You can't do anything else with it.
We have picked up a transmission from the surface of Tau Ceti 5. I've been in negotiation with Captain Diego of the Rickenbacker, and after some coercion, he's agreed to go planetside as a joint venture. Imagine, this historic mission might even become more historic. First contact. And who is there to get exclusive rights to all media, patents, and land grants? Trioptimum. Miri, I told you this would be worth it.
So that, sorry if I'm cutting off the characters' portraits, but yeah, let me put that character again. Oops, wrong button. Where are you? Korechkin.
We have picked up a transmission from the surface of Tau Ceti 5.
This individual will be very important.
Negotiation with Captain Diego of the Rickenbacker, and
Or at least
after
somewhat
some
important.
coercion, he's agreed to go planetside as a joint venture. Imagine, this historic mission might even become more historic. First contact. And who is there to get exclusive rights to all media, patents, and land grants? Trioptimum. Miri, I told you this would be worth it.
Is there no reason to pick all that stuff up yet? It's just good to have it there, so...
Please make your selection.
Any ammo. Here we go, so you have frag grenades. So if you still have the grenade launcher, you can use this here. How many shenanigans do I have? 155. I'll keep that for now. Oh! Burp's here. There's a Burp's happy. I'm trying to think on top of my head what the that's where it's like if you take a look at older shows that came out probably early 2000s or maybe even 19. Are you a shotgun user? No. Like if you look up shows that came out like early 2000s or 90s, so they have technology for sci-fi shows, but then it's like what is it? They base it on technology that was during the time, but they're trying to say, oh, let's assume that this thing will stay in continuation forever. I swear I saw something that. I wish I could remember what it was. There was something like that I saw recently. This one you cannot hack, but the password I think will pop up in the future. I can't remember every password, by the way. And of course, if I want to, I could just cheat and look it up online, but where's the fun in that? Here we go, more upgrades. How much I have? 24. I'm going to invest into hacking, actually. Or even repair. Damn. I also want research, though. Decisions. But I think I know what to do. Hack. Research. We need to research now. It'll be very important. Good news is we don't need chemicals, but now because we can hack something, I can do some,
Hi there. Please make your
yeah,
selection.
I need hack skill 3. We can get, wait, how do we check again? What's our, I think it's, here we go. Check our tech and it shows us what we have. We don't have any. And this is what, version 1?
Please make your selection.
Do I want to buy this now? No. But one thing I do want to buy is this.
For choosing value wrap.
Here we go. Maintenance tool. For my laser gun, actually. In fact.
Research complete.
Oh. I don't have a boy. Let me see, double check. Do I have any more? No. Wonderful. Okay. Worry about that later. I'll just have it for my pistol, I guess. Oh yes, here is one. I think you only find 4 of these, or there might be more elsewhere in case you forgot about this upgrade. But these are permanent upgrades. We can either get reduced damage from radiation, toxic, say like poison. Extra 20% benefit from all iPhones, which is alright. Adds 3 extra inventory slots up to the maximum, which is these, right? By the way. The more strength you have, if you invest into 1 strength, you take out 1 of these. Or even having this as well. Anything that increases your strength, you get rid of this. Movement speed increased by 50%, that's good. Each shot with a ranged non-psionic weapon deals 50% more damage, which is pretty good for me. One-time bonus 20 cyber upgrade modules, which might be good. Allows the use of 2 implants at once, so you permanently unlock this. So you can use 2 implants. Increase maximum hit points by 10. Eh. Increase all hand-to-hand damage by 35%. That one's pretty good. Plus 2 hacking skill if you already have at least 1 point skill applied only to security computers. This is pretty good if you want to hack security and make it on your side. I might do that. You can execute overhand attacks with melee weapons. You essentially just it's essentially a lethal melee hit. I'm not sure you can one-shot people with this, but you just do a lot of damage, you know. So these two go hand in hand with each other. You can extract a diagnostic / repair module from any destroyed robot and use it to heal 15 points. I'm not sure that's for every robot you destroy, but there's a chance to drop this, and it's pretty much free health. Not bad. All items replicators cost 20% less, which is pretty good. Psionic Burnout no longer damages you and costs no psi points. Awesome if you're a psi user. Nanite costs for making weapon modification 50% cheaper, which, not the best one. And auto map for each solo is always completely filled in and displays the position of all enemies. I'd say this one's probably the more mediocre one, but personally, I'm gonna type between this one and I'm leaning towards these three right here. I definitely want this though, the strong metabolism. This was really good. Is it worth hacking security though? This is only for security computers, the terminals. So I think for now I'm going to invest into this. That might be a waste, but for now I like to turn off security. There we go. Difficulty is 40%. So here's how the hacking minigame works. These red nodes, well, let me get the straightforward thing out of the way. We want to have 3 in a row of these little glowing spots. If you click on somewhere else, it might be empty. But what you need to do is, if you click, it's almost like a Minesweeper ish, if that makes sense. But the only mine is these red squares. If you make a match with these red spots, the problem with doing that is there's a chance that can backfire, and in this case it will activate security on us, and we can't disable it until it turns off. Or the worst one is if you're hacking the crate to open it, it will blow up. So you want to be careful of the red squares. And I think hopefully this is... There we go.
Security system offline.
Now the cool thing is, by doing that, all the security cameras will pretty much ignore us. And even the turrets.
Forces have been alerted to your presence, intruder.
Lies.
The glory of the many demands your capture or destruction.
I already hacked the security. That's not gonna do anything about it. Yeah, so I can't do much with that. But can I? No. I think this is shotgun hybrid. Are you a shotgun hybrid? Hello. He just dropped. Oh yeah, once you're done hacking, not hacking, if you're done researching a piece of organ or item, well, if it's an item, you do want to keep it. But if it's an organ, you don't need it anymore, you can just drop it. Won't be any use as of now. Here we go. Load this up. Check this real quick. Okay. True. Unfortunately, we don't get that option. I think you're... Yep. I imagine the closer you are to these guys, the more damage you do. I'm just using that logic with the fact that you're using shotgun. Like, you don't want to go up to them. Unless you have a lot of med packs to heal. A pile of disgusting worms. If we touch that, we get poisoned, so... Let's not. Can I... Ah, damn it. Oh, yes. That's exactly what I wanted to do.
This is Xerxes. Remember, replicator restrictions are in place for the good of all of us. All unauthorized database interactions will be dealt with to the utmost degree of the law.
Marie, I'm sorry I've been out of touch, but I've been working on that artifact Bayless brought back from Tau City 5. I've done a level 3 analysis on it. I think it's some kind of artificial intelligence. I've managed to pull an audio tag file out of its memory. I'll let you be the judge. Marie, I think it's speaking English.
Gee, I wonder who that could be. Also, that's pretty interesting. That's Polito as well. Shot's more calmer back then. Wouldn't be surprised. Like probably the whole situation made it more tense than usual. Which I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that's that to anyone, and being just a horrible place like this now. Almost got it. Speaking of platforming, I believe this is the place where I could get the shotgun. I think I need to repair it in order to use it. It's over there. I need to do... almost. Yeah, despite this being a sequel, the platforming is still not the best. At least you can climb over ledges, but still. Here we go. Our first shotgun. Unfortunately, we can't use it because we need a standard of 3. But it's good to have nonetheless. There we go. Make some room.
Security system online.
So, as you can see, security doesn't last forever. But once we hack it. But it's still pretty good, so we can shut it down so that if we do have a high hacking skill, we can actually hack the turrets, which is something that would like to do in the future.
Watts isn't here, so he's probably in his office in the R&D sector. Maybe he's got a backup R&D card in here. Take a look around. Well done. I'm uploading some cybernetic modules. Find an upgrade unit as soon as you can.
Will do. I think what I need to do is invest into hacking. And then venture repair. Where's tech? How much I have? 13? Hack 2. This is going to be very important later on. I could... No, I'm sorry. Can I be honest with you? As much as I fun enough, I crap on the Navy, or the Navy perk where you're pretty much a techie. Hacking is actually very useful in this game. I think it's one of the essential things. I mean, that's the whole shtick of the first game, right? You're a hacker, so. But ironically, it's actually one of the the thing about hacking. Unfortunately for me, is it's kind of hard to play without it because it just saves, like, it just makes your life much more easier in this game. Also, because especially it reminds me of the way I play in BioShock 1 and 2. I love. Oh boy. I love what I love doing in BioShock is taking over the security, and whenever someone gets caught by the security camera, they send in drones to fight for me. It is such a useful feature. Personally, anything that makes anything like that makes a threat, anything that's an obstacle or a threat, and you can turn it around to work for you, is something that I personally love in video games. It's such a nice feeling. I like making new friends. They work for me.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
Oh, now I can hack this too. Oops, let me reset. With hacking now.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
Reinitialized.
When you hack replicators, items are cheaper, and you even get a new selection where it replaces like dummy items. So I think it's supposed to be juice, but now we can buy a maintenance tool. Pretty cool. I believe this is where we need to go, right? Here we go. No, I've been already. It'll take me a bit to to remember. Oh, I forgot. I got I hacked. As I maxed out my hacking. Now I can copy these. Oh no, almost. This one did it, right? Yeah. There we go. So hacking actually is beneficial, so we can activate those. So they unlock those crates. But right now, I'm trying my best to remember where. What's his face? Oh, I remember now. It's that we need to find that body. On that, like something like that. Not here, right? We're getting there. Oh, this door finally opened. Unless I've been there already. But still, more crates to open. This one has a difficulty of 45. We're gonna reset. There we go. Bam. Starting to look familiar. Is there another crate here? Yes, there is. How bad is it? 35. Bam. Money. There we go. Yeah, I think the gameplay is coming back to me. We can also hack this as well, which we'll do.
Please make your selection.
I love this game because with co-op you can
Reinitialize.
be beneficial because people can invest into maintenance while another person can invest into repair, and everybody can do everything for each other. It's actually pretty fun, co-op wise, especially if everybody gets the patch.
Well done. I'm uploading some more modules.
There we go. Just in case there's security in here, or is it more cameras?
Security system offline.
A small beaker. Now, as of now, you don't know what to do with the beaker.
Dr. Watts is alive and in his office. He should know the code to the maintenance access shaft. Hurry! He's been badly wounded. Don't let him die before he tells you that number.
You don't know what the usage of beakers are for now, but if I'm gonna play dumb and just not have any idea what they're used for, so I'll just carry them with me for the time being. I remember there's a. Oh yeah, there's more. There's different shotgun ammos by the way as well. Oops. Anti-personnel shotgun shells. Straightforward. They're pretty good against anything that's organic.
Anatoly, there's only so much corporate calisthenics I can go through before I start to feel a little queasy, so let's get down to brass tacks here. We don't like each other. We each have our own motivations for undertaking this mission, so let me give you a little warning. I cannot be circumvented. I cannot be tricked. I cannot be manipulated. And I cannot be bought. You come at me straight, keep the fancy maneuvers for your next board meeting. Just because my father swam with the sharks doesn't mean that I do.
Yeah, it's probably tomato juice. But yes, that individual who's talking right now, that is another important individual. I believe that's William Diego, who apparently is the son of Edward Diego, who is the guy who was in charge of, pretty much who was in charge of Citadel Station. The guy who became a cyborg. Oh, timing? There we go. Spooky indeed. I'd say spooky, but you know, it's probably Polito's right. Probably we're just tired. Should probably need a vacation somewhere after all this. I don't think anything's real here. There we go.
They're not dead. They want you, you understand? They want you as a host. Get away.
I mean, we can use this bed, or nope, never mind. I know where we get ambushed here, but we can ambush them back, sort of.
All right, calm down already. The access code to the conduit is 12451. I've got an autopsy at 16:30, but let's grab a beer on the recreation deck afterwards. Sound good? The time is 16:30. Autopsy subject A. Watson. Now we're going to make the first incision in. Hold him down. I'm trying. I'm trying.
And that is one of the first of many audio logs which shows the madness of this place.
Security system online.
I would think the same thing too. It's not. Look how open it is. Like there's no. Yeah, I don't know. Like it's pretty weird looking. Oh, video game design, by the way. I mean, this is Triatom after all. They're the ones who made the, what is it? They're the ones doing those weird mutations in Citadel Station. Now, I do have to be careful. Let's save here. I'm not sure if you saw it, but there was a giant robot hanging around in the next area we need to go to. Now, obviously, you know what's gonna happen. Oof. There you are. I think we can use a bullet. There we go. Yep. Just like the first game, the robots are hostile as well, so that's also keep in mind. Something to keep in mind. And we got the password, of course. Unfortunately, I have terrible memory, so I go all the way down here. I believe 12451.
The access code to the conduit is 12451. I've got an autopsy at 16:30, but let's grab a beer on the recreation deck afterwards. Sound good?
Now, before we do to go down there, let's get some. Oh boy, I'm gonna take full damage, am I? Yes, I am. Now, maintenance. We need maintenance now because our weapons are just. Did that work? Yes, it did, kind of. It's not good, but it's something, you know. I should have saved it because I think my repair skills are pretty decent, but anyways, better than nothing. So we're officially done with the medical level. Officially, but I might be missing something here.
Do not waste time patting yourself on the back. Get down to that shaft to engineering and reset the primary reactor core. That will restore power to the elevator and you'll be able to get up to deck 4. Get going.
Polito's mean. I mean, sure, we're in a place full of hostile parasites, but... Oh yeah, by the way, this music also, another good soundtrack of this game. Now,
You're now on the engineering deck. Find the engine core and reset it. This will restore power to the elevators. I'm getting some kind of strange readings from down there, so keep your eyes open.
So, I'm gonna be right back for a second, but you know what? I might risk it, but I'm gonna let this soundtrack play in the background. I think it's pretty awesome. If I die, that's okay. Alright, I'm back. Just quick check up on what's going on, but positive things at least. Oh, brain fart. There we go. I'm not sure the music went crazy, but yeah, this soundtrack is so good. So, engineering deck. This place is kind of cruel for one reason. Radiation. Did I save already? Let's save here. With the warning sign of lethality, so I don't remember the well, goodness the minimap's there, but I don't know the exact path we need to take. So there's gonna be a mad dash of insanity.
This is Xerxes, the caller rules limits to all personnel. To avoid possible detention and execution, please respect the will of the many.
The radiation must have locked the protective seals on engine core access. You're going to have to find some way to purge the radiation from the coolant tubes. Xerxes is blocking me out of the primary data loop, so I can't get any information to help you. He's working for them now. Keep your eyes open. You must find a way to purge these coolant tubes and get into the engine core. The ship must have some kind of backup system in place for just this kind of situation.
I think I'll do that. Since I got these. Go. The goodness with, because we've researched the organ, we're actually doing more damage to these guys.
I'm not sure what secrets you and your new buddy Captain Diego have got going up on Deck 3, but I intend to find out. If you continue to refuse to meet with me and my staff, you will leave me no choice but to register a complaint with corporate. If you want to take me seriously, perhaps Sergeant Bronson and her security staff will.
It's down to just a few of us now. Right after Valdez died, I guess I went a little nuts and started tearing things apart. But what do you know, I found 2 more rad hypes. Hopefully that'll keep me going long enough to figure a way past that damn turret. Who is that? Delacroix? Sanger?
We do not know death.
Only change. We cannot kill each other without killing ourselves.
Is your vision so small that you cannot see the value of our way?
I like your funny magic words, voices in my head. We're gonna see a new enemy, and oh, it's not an enemy, it's a friendly robot. Let's say hi. Engineer introduced us to, you know those robots I was doing in Macarena? So they're supposed to be like these service robots. They're horrifying. They're pretty much the those little mouse droids from Shock 1, but they blow up when they come up to you. And this place is evil with these guys. So if you, I honestly think the first game was worse with those little. Yeah, they're adorable little robots, but they blow up for the many. So we do sadly have to shoot them down. But ooh, awesome. Destroy the camera by doing it as well.
We cannot kill each other without killing ourselves.
Is your vision so small that you cannot see the value of our way?
We also have what is this? This looks much like your brain, except that it's smaller and there are hair-like silvery filaments penetrating it. Chemicals needed. FM. I wish I was a chemist and I remember these the element names. But a big but is that let's see the chemicals. Where does it show us? Is it always at the top? Or... Here we go, chemical manifest. Fermium. It is back at mid-size, so we might as well... We could go back to mid-size. Oh, actually there's an elevator here. But I think that's off because energy... The power to the elevators are off, I do know.
Delacroix was right. The ship was not ready for prime time. Okay, the automatic safety seals have shut due to the radiation leak in the tubes. I'm gonna head down to engineering control. I think I can use the fluidics monitoring computer to purge the tubes.
Yeah, see here, like I wouldn't have remembered that. Even then, I still like I have a faulty memory. Like I don't have the best memory, so I'm not gonna remember everything about the table of elements. There we go. Took a bit, but I'm carrying. I noticed I'm carrying the psi-hypos, but I have a feeling they might come in handy for a certain item. They're not useful for me with my gameplay, but hello. That's the benefit of research right there. Also, if you pay attention, they actually, like, when you fight against these hybrids, they tell you like they see you run or watch out, or they'll say I'm sorry. They still have a form of their sentience despite what's going on. My type of horror.
This is Xerxes. Due to the recent confusion, there will be a ship-wide census tomorrow at 0900. All personnel, please report to the common area of Deck 5 at that time.
Yeah, this game is the horror, like I said, the horror aspect of this game just gets increased the moment you hear the voice lines. And we're just getting started with this game. There's going to be even more disturbing stuff here. Four. This one's terrible. We'll drop you. The good news is I can just replace pistols at a whim because I've not modified. But once I do modify, I just have to remember that, yeah, it's a useful weapon now. I believe there's not a whole lot we can do here. Did I? No, I haven't picked up. Jam. Pointless.
God, get me out of here. I've recoded a lock to this room. Maybe that will hold them. I'm heading to cargo bay 2. Come find me there.
That was like, there's no way we can hack that. Any security terminals? No. Cargo bay. Turret! Was it? I don't even remember there was a security terminal somewhere. There is, but it's in there. There we go. I have the bullets, so I might as well use them. Oh, good, more armor-piercing rounds.
I'm not sure what's creeping me out worse. The hybrids with their pipes and shotguns, the berserk turrets, or our supposed allies. I don't trust those UNM bastards. That defense hangar. She knows the access code to fluidics control. I'm gonna make my way over to Cargo Bay 2 to find her.
I was hoping I can open that because I think the security terminal's in there. But you know what? That's fine. There was one here, wasn't it? Yeah, it's in there. Okay, I know what I'm doing. Down here, was it? Oh, up there. Ah, damn it. Yeah, it's just and actually, so that's how it works. Once you trigger the alarm, enemies will start to respawn right by you, and that's where that hybrid came in. That's why that hybrid came in out of nowhere. There we go.
Security
a 4, but doable. There we go.
Security system offline.
The hybrid should be still there, but unless they're gone. You got anything useful? Nope, 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 nope. And the gun can, this gun can also jam as well, so if it jammed at that moment, I'll laugh. The timing cannot be more coincidental. Is that a turret as well? Or is that a... No, it's a camera. Can I hack this? Hack skill required, so I have no choice but to play on these guys. There we go. So if you can't hack them, the best you can do now is just destroy them. One more hit. There we go. And then you get to destroy from a distance with a pistol. Which will do. They don't drop anything, sadly. Yep, usually. There we go. Oh, they changed this up right here. This used to be like a solid color, like you can't see through it, but now it actually moves, and you can see through it. That's amazing. Yep, little flashing light show here. Is this the same thing? Yeah. Alright, nothing we do. We don't need that.
Due to the tenuous situation as of late, I've ordered security defense turrets placed at key locations. Yesterday one went off accidentally and critically injured crewman Wells. However, somebody must have tampered with the Xerxes security subsystems, because now my technicians are unable to take them offline. Until we get to the bottom of this, I've ordered all security turrets recalled to storage. But now I can't get in touch with the team I sent out to do the recall.
Silence the Discord.
Shame I don't have, what did I invest into? What is it? Is it just tier 2 standard? Yeah, I need 3 for the shotgun. Unfortunate. I see a ladder here, but I'm not sure. Don't think so. Alright. Let's see what's in this bulkhead. Now, something will happen here, but I remember there was a speedrun tactic where if you want to skip it, you can just put like a piece of armor here. If you jump over it, you jump over the check mark to skip over this cutscene, but let's see it. Oh shoot, this is where we see it. Okay.
The feelings of the flesh. Our biology yearns to join with yours.
We welcome you to our nest.
But you puzzle us. Why do you serve our mother?
How can you choose cold metal over the splendor of flesh? But you fear us,
We hear your thoughts, and they rage for your brothers you believe dead.
but they are not.
They sing in our symphony of life. We offer another chance to join us. If you choose to lie down with the machine,
We will rend your heart.
and put you separate from the joy of the mass.
With that weird vision, we finally get to see the mastermind behind what's going on here. the many, as they call themselves. We've already learned that they're in Wampak, but yes, that's pretty much the ones who are the hive mind entity that's pretty much causing all these hybrids and everything going crazy. And somehow they have access to Xerxes, so seems like the many also have technological, like they happen to know how to hack technology as well, which just makes them even more intimidating.
They aren't making this easy for us, are they? I miss you. I know it's stupid, but I do. I think I'll wallow in self-pity for an hour or so and then write you again. Figures. I have to travel 67 trillion miles to meet a man. Once you're transferred to the Von Braun, everything will be better. I'll be better. I promise. Great. Someone's coming. Counting the seconds.
Did I take a speed hypo? That was weird. I was moving fast for some reason. Repair software required, which is pretty good. Nope. Nope. I actually don't have any more ammo for bullets. Pardon me, I was having a coughing fit. I drink some water. I believe she said, whoever that lady was, she said she was at Cargo Bay 2. Let's go there first, see what's in store.
Access needed.
Edmund just knocked on my door at 9 p.m. He usually visits in that morning. I did buy a couple eggs anyway. Well, that's pretty interesting that you have like, is that, what is that, someone just deliver eggs to you? Or... That's fascinating. Because it's funny because when I read that at first, I was like, are you talking about Eggman from Sonic? Just, I don't know, my brain is just... Ah, okay. You know, the cool thing, it's a farmer that's giving you the eggs at least, because that's pretty... I think that's probably healthier. Like, if you go... I don't know if it's similar to anywhere else, but yeah, sometimes you go to the market itself and then you see... You just get, hey, eggs from generic Farmer Bob's hen farm, or... These eggs from Farmer Ted Johnson's farm. Like, it just, you just don't know which is which. So I'd say it's better. Probably better if the farmer does it. Oh yes, your guess is as good as mine once you see these little containers.
This is Xerxes. Can you not feel the glory of the flesh? Do you not yearn to be free of the tyranny of the individual?
Auto diagnostic medical kit. That pretty much heals us to full health. Very handy to have. Hello. Oh, I don't have that much ammo. I do have a lot of ammo for this though, so I might as well go ahead for this. I must say the cargo bay is pretty brutal though, because by this point in the game you don't have enough resources to deal with everything. It's just so many. Ah, silly. Ability to hack to the 70. No, I'd rather not risk it.
Please make your selection.
Ah, damn it. I have no choice. Use these for now. I'm hoping there's a recharger station somewhere. Potato people don't know such kindness though. They park the truck in the middle of the town and scream potatoes. Oh. I remember this. No. Get me off this crazy machine. I remember the ambush, but I didn't know it was that quick. I thought it's the more you pick up the card. Eesh. I like to, but then they greet me with a fiery explosion in my face. I like to keep that intact for the time being. I'm sure they want to compliment me on like the interior decoration. I do know that they just say something like that. I appreciate their friendly services, but I think I'm well toasty enough for the winter. Speaking of toasty, they're like, "Oh wait, come back." They're just so confused. I love them. Difficulty 60. Aw, it's like, come back. Nope. Temptation is strong, but I don't know, risk it. There we go. More bullets. I have to say these bullets because I do know that that robot's still there, and I don't have that much resources to deal with. I would like to lurk back there, thank you very much. You can stay there. See, the good thing about these guys is that we don't have to always destroy them, but eventually they'll make their way down. I'm gonna use this for my laser gun. For the pistol. Ah, really? I might be able to. You know, the thing is though, these guys are pretty slow. So the best thing you do is try just to outrun them. I might do that, but these guys are gonna come out of their containers. Let's pick these up. Yep. Surprise, surprise. Oh boy. This place. Imagine how much I don't like this place. Sexies won't like this. So many of them down there. Like, literally, you just hear them talking all the robotic noises. Fire for the best. They lost me. Man, these guys are horrifying. Nope. Let me guess, the robot's over there, isn't it? Even worse. No. Nope. Monkey. Just take these.
subject with a Beta 5 cycle and sensed many things, but mostly an incredible empathy. The chimps have become acutely aware of their own history, of the vivisections and experiments that have been performed on them while on board the Von Braun. They have anger, and they are ready to express it. Clearly,
You don't say.
fascinating scientific resource and an incredible security risk. My recommendation? Either freeze them in cryo storage for the remainder of the mission, or liquidate them immediately. Who knows what other abilities they'll acquire?
Who knows indeed.
System offline.
Oh my goodness, they're leaving the room.
A laboratory worker from MedSci called me down to the vivisection room yesterday.
Oh.
He felt the lab chimps were exhibiting uncommon intelligence. I sat with one for 4 hours and tried to probe it with the SciAmp on a Beta 4 cycle. It failed to respond. I, of course, assumed it was because it was incapable of reacting to the sophisticated Beta 4 cycle. But then I realized it was blocking the probe intentionally. As soon as I raised the SciAmp to attack it, the creature lashed out with its arms and projected a cryokinetic field towards me, paralyzing my arm. I immediately side-dampened the monkey and then stunned it with an electric prod.
You know, that's part of the reason why the monkeys are actually just upset what you're doing. People always just hitting with things. Why would you do that now? Oops, wrong pistol, right? Was this? No, they're both terrible. I thought they were both. Oh well. Every time the monkeys are the more scarier. I think there's a giant robot here somewhere. No, not this one. Poor and this one's average. Is this the place to be in? Like, was she not here an entire time? I think the answer to that question is yes. Jeez, these guys are horrible. Just horrifying. No. I want no part of that. Did I not remember if I explored this area? Oh, I did. I think I did one up there, and there's nothing here. I would like to hope so. No! Oh no, really? City Shock 2, by the way. I'm really not doing well in this area. Okay, but I do. You know what? Take me out. That's fine. Go ahead, do that. Yeah, that's probably fine with me. I need you guys out of the way. Okay, these guys will come out. I do know that. No thanks. We're making progress, kind of. Kind of. Forget what that's hurt. Or I can do that. I'm so glad I didn't put this on hard because I feel I probably wouldn't be even able to exit out of medical. I might skip out on what's up there because there wasn't seem like a whole bunch of things up there. I'm gonna hide in here, unless. There we go. I think that. The good thing about these giant robots, you can pretty much outrun their projectiles, so they're not too bad. Oh yeah, just burst rounds with a pistol, but yeah, it's not the best. Really? It's following me? Oh, these all cards. There is a. I remember there was something where I can check to see what I need to do. Nope. Nope. We'll ring around the rose against this robot. Notes. The code for engineering control is in cargo bay 2. I'm in 1? Oh, there's no point being here then. This whole time I went to the first one. Didn't even went to the second one. Good to know. Oh, but I need the card. Didn't some one of those folks have the card, didn't they? And I picked it up, was it? Oh, let me reload. I'm gonna check this real quick. What I picked up. Yes, that was what I was looking for. Thank you, robot. Thank you, friendly robots that shoot fire to my face. Or blow up. A glorious explosion to keep me warm for the winter. Alright. And now we're in. And everywhere should be at. Oops. Don't have the repair skill for that. Let's explore here. I'm gonna save though. Quite unfortunate for running low on standard bullets. Alright. I need to get standards. I can use those shotgun clips. Run. For a second there, I thought literally someone spawned behind me. I started to freak out. Quite standard 3. Damn. Any crates I can hack? No, not really. At this point, I have no choice but to use my wrench. This lift is malfunctioning. Maintenance will arrive shortly. Please wait. What have I done? I forgot about that. Yep, here comes that giant bulking robot. Thick boy. Thick robot. There we go. Yeah, they're giving me a bunch of anti-armor bullets, which that's useful. Standard, there we go. Poor. Oh, what's the pistol I have? Terrible. I'll be using this one now. Okay, we're gonna use this more now. Yeah, okay, I went backwards. Hello. Oh boy. It's very good times. Any chance to use this? All right. Ah, they can follow me. Cool. Two of these guys. Wonderful. There you go. I think it's about time to use this now.
In some ways, the many is not unlike the UNN. There's a joy in working towards a collective goal, and being able to put aside the things that draw us apart and make us separate. Why do we fear the loss of our individuality so much? Man can dream, but the many can accomplish.
Well, looks like the Yegu might have been corrupted by them.
Constance, I fear now for my life. I think this has gone beyond any imaginings of Diego and Korechkin. I do not believe they are in control at all. We must discover what it was they found down on the surface of Tau 75 and why they guard the secret so jealously. I think this is more important than my life, or your life, or the life of the ship. Be brave and be careful.
More of these guys. So I think they probably explain a little bit, but yeah, they've on this expedition they definitely found something on the planet. I'm guessing Tau Ceti. So whatever they found, wow, really? That is cheap. Shot me through that ball. I'm not taking that. No, 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 no. That is dumb. I refuse. That is... I refuse to take... If I had a powerful weapon, I would use it now, but... Ah. Took more damage than usual. Oh, Fretch, Epstein device. Epstein. Pointless, because I have one already.
Malone's dead. I was just talking to him and this cyborg came up behind him and... Okay, Connie, get a grip. Get a grip. I've recoded the door lock and engineering control to 15061. I think I'll be safe in here. Yeah, I'll be safe in here.
Wanted that was her, but apparently she locked herself in the engine core, so that might be someone else just happy to find the code. Anyways, we're done with the crazes of this place, but we have yet explored the engineering area. How much? Let me save, because I think I made some good progress after all that fiasco. But also, anything in this map that's useful? No, not really. I'm hearing more of those guys, though. Can I sneak past them? Ah, spotted me. Blocked in. fine. Friendly robots, but I ain't got much to give back. Well, besides the bullets, but I wish I had something else instead besides that. Oh, I forgot I can't do anything with this. Should I? I think I'm tempted to do so. Share points exploring there. Ow. There we go. That might be worth it. One hacking software. More energy for that. Anything I could do in the meantime? More maintenance on a pistol? Not exactly, I think. But I think I will use this on the... Let's use it on our laser pistol. There we go. So what's the upgrade now? I think we do this check the modification. Both modifications increase the damage. Increase energy capacity while the second reduces energy consumption. Oh, cool. Okay. Or we organize some items here. We still have the monkey brain, but I'm gonna hope that we'll find the chemical. Oops, voice crack. We'll find the chemical on this deck here somewhere. In this hell of friendly service robots that definitely are trying their best to be very helpful, but failing at it. I hear footsteps, and I don't know exactly where I'm at right now. Can I get... You don't see me, right? Never mind, you do see me. I think there's probably more incentive to go down Psy because it seems like Psy might be... Seems like Psy might have a huge advantage in this area. But I feel like once you start rolling with bullets and like once you get certain weapons, you start kicking ass and pretty much everything will be a joke, I feel. Like these enemies. Of course, you will be eventually fighting against much more dangerous hostiles than these guys. Okay, there are these, there's more modules, which is pretty good. There we go. Let's take one of these. I think this... I do remember this, if you're trying to stand on top of this, it breaks down, but... Was it quick enough? Nope. Damn it. I mean, it's fitting nanites. I have a lot. I haven't been buying anything so far. If it's like those med hypos, I will buy them. But bullets, I definitely do need more standard bullets somewhere. I'm going here because I saw something that I do want to grab behind these crates. Wait, is there something? There we go. Standard bullets, wonderful. For 15 that was worth it. There we go. I think it's probably best to blow these up, but... You came out of nowhere. there was something where I could have used it to turn on security. I think it was in Cargo Bay 1, yep. Let's not with that robot. On second thought, we might have to go with that robot. There it was. More monkeys though. At least this air is familiar now. Spin this back again.
I proceeded with further experiments. Since we've reached Tau Ceti, creatures have gotten smarter and somehow gained limited psi abilities. I probed another subject with a Beta 5 cycle and sensed many things, but mostly an incredible empathy. The chimps have become acutely aware of their own history, of the vivisections and experiments that have been performed on them while on board the Von Braun. They have anger, and they are ready to express it. Clearly, they are both a fascinating scientific research and security risk.
I swear every time that happens.
Either freeze them in cryo storage for the remainder of the mission, or liquidate them immediately. Who knows what other abilities they'll acquire.
Ah, that's a relief. Which is the button for the... There we go. Here, but there is stuff here. No, I'm not sure if I show what's the point of cigarettes, but I'll show. So I haven't said anything about the alcohol, like the gin, whiskey, anything like that. So there's chips and well, juice is also juice included, but only alcohol increases your health, but it does lower your psi. This meters your psi. I actually forgot to explain it, but because I'm not going down the psi, I forgot that this is a thing. But cigarettes though, I don't know, but let's check. Yes, so if cigarettes is the opposite, it increases your psi points, but at the cost of 1 health. Or not like your how much you have of max capacity, but it just refills it. Back then, I think before the patch, it made it so that if you just take a cigarette, it doesn't do anything. It just takes away 1 health. It's supposed to be a dummy item. But now they actually do have a use, so it is a good trade-off system. But just give me all the chips and alcohol the chip has got, and I'm good. I'm just drunk with power, I guess. Ah, no break.
Stay where you are, Beck. I mean it. This isn't something you can fight. This isn't something you can run from. If you love me, you won't come looking for me. Just hang tight. I won't let you down.
I can't believe I forgot about this crate.
Not me. No way. They're not gonna get me. They're not gonna change me. Rachel? Kids? I'm sorry.
Security system online.
Fun fact: that's actually our character model, and I don't know that it appears anywhere else, but. Oh. I mean, I'm not sure I should waste my bullets on these guys. There you go. I will on this guy though. I have so much shotgun ammo, but I just can't use it yet. No. There we go.
Security system offline.
And here's a respawner station, which I needed so badly. Restoration chamber, officially it's called. And here's the other rest of the upgrades. Okay. Oh, we barely have any. We have stored stats. Maybe endurance might be a good idea. Let's go for it. Oh, maybe in a time. I might go for a little, maybe probably for 30 more minutes or 20 minutes. I think I made enough progress, but oof. I think this patch straight up actually increased the difficulty of this game. Either that or I generally just suck at this game. More anti-personnel rounds, good. Okay, so we got what we need now. We know I do not want to go to this cargo bay anymore. I hate this place. No. No, we're not having that. Just get no break in this place. There we go. Should probably save. Okay, that door just opened and I'm very suspicious of it. Also, I might... I don't have any more, right?
Well, we can't get the malfunctioning turrets offline, and now Xerxes isn't even talking to us. Pollard thought of a workaround. By running bypass into central control, we can hack into the turrets locally and take control of them. However, that means walking right up to the little sons of bitches and hoping they don't go off. One thing is sure, I'm going to figure out what the hell happened here.
So she's pretty much explaining what I love doing about what I like doing in this game. But I do want to look for something. No, not the monkeys. No.
Well, we can't get them
Locked in.
Malone's dead.
We got the code for that.
Talking to him in this cyborg kit.
Delacroix was right. I'm not sure what's creeping me out worse.
I am currently trying to look for... Oops.
I'm not sure what's creeping.
I'm not sure what's...
They aren't making this easy for us.
There is a code I do know. Oops. But I'm not sure it's in here. I don't think so.
In some ways, the many is not unlike.
It's down to just a few of us.
Yeah,
now.
let's listen to...
Right after Valdez died, I guess I went a little nuts and started tearing things apart. But what do you know? I found 2 more rad hypes. Hopefully that'll keep.
15061. That's what we need.
And this cyborg came up behind him and...
Nah, there's something for this.
Okay, Connie, get a grip. Get a grip. I've recoded the door lock and engineering control to 15061. I think I'll be safe in here. Yeah, I'll be safe in here.
15061. Well. So that coming.
Somebody's been tampering with the Xerxes unit. In the interest of keeping secrets from the powers that be, I've installed a backdoor to the fluidics control computer. To
Now, one cool thing with the patch is that I didn't. If you pay attention with the outfits the characters are wearing, I know I keep exiting the box quickly, but people they have a red shirt when they're engineering, and I noticed that they fixed Delacroix because she's supposed to be engineering, because a lot of people know her by that. Like a lot of people who work in engineering constantly know who Delacroix is, but without the patch, she was wearing the purple outfit, which is people who are wearing the not command deck. What is it? Operation Ops deck. So it just was weird that she had a wrong outfit. So that's pretty cool. They fixed that, and that was the code I was looking for. 34760. That's what I need. However, why we need that code?
Xerxes is one step ahead of us. He's performed an override on the Fluidics control computer and blocked us out. But keep an eye open. You might be able to find some workaround.
So yes, we have one more obstacle. So that door with the code, I think one of them is 34 some. I already forgot the code, but not this time. I'm running low on healing items, which is not ideal. But at least I have a restoration chamber somewhere, so cost me med packs, but still, it's cost me nanites, but I feel like I'm loaded on it, so it's not too bad. Xerxes. Anything I could do with this?
Hi there. Please make your selection.
Take two of these, and we'll take. Hopefully, you won't get sick of hearing that because that's pretty much the memes in Shock 2. Thank you for choosing value rep. Nope, not that way. I believe it's this, right? There we go, the music's back. Notes. What do we have? 34760. No. Oh, I can hack this even. You know what? Let's do that.
Security access compromised.
Now listen carefully. The Xenomorphs who have hijacked this ship are presumably from the surface of Tau City 5. They've been able to infect a number of crew members through an extremely invasive parasitical technique. They've also demonstrated the ability to control the actions of others through some form of limited telepathy. Find the research soft, understand them, then kill them.
We found a new suit. It's a hazard suit. Pretty much reduces the damage we take from radiation toxic by 80%, I believe. Pretty good stuff. You definitely want to keep a hold on to it.
Do you ever had hypo? I'm so sick.
More ghosts. Ghosts. Spooks. There we go. Let's see the map again. I think it's here I need to go. Radiation hazard. Okay, no, that's where I came from.
You must move faster. Your mind
Don't rush me.
of the stakes we are dealing with. Keep your eyes open for utility storage 4. I've laid in some supplies there. This code is 59004. Got to get to Death.
The many demands the termination of this exchange. We regret any inconvenience.
Damn. Manny's right up telling Polito to shut up.
Before I couldn't get rid of those jarheads from the Rickenbacker. Now I can't find one for love or money. That creepy OSA guy followed me around for 2 months until he got the hint. Now I tried to contact him to see if he knew what was going on, but all of a sudden, he won't return my mail.
Is this a 34760? There we go. Oh look, the chem room. Does it have any F what we needed again? No. Okay, so that was a whole waste of time just to save the monkey brain for this room. However, we do need 45 MDX? Yes. We all in.
Well done. I'm uploading some cybernetic modules. Find an upgrade unit as soon as you can.
Monkey. And more bullets. The teeth in my skin. I'm really pulling through in this place. Nope. Oh, I'm getting sandwiched. I'll take my chances with you. No, I don't. I'm not sure if it's obvious where you're supposed to go, but you have to go back to cargo bay area, and that's where you're supposed to put the card in, and that's where you can put activate the cooling pumps to remove the radiation, thus enabling the power to restart and bring back power to the elevator. And I think once we do that, that'll probably be the last thing before I call it quits. Pardon me. I don't think I need this anymore. Well, for the time being. Here and I keep thinking I want to go back, but not right now. To go back to the not play. I'm not sure it's a robot or it's a hybrid. There we go. Oh, I really need to invest into standard. Does this place have standard weaponry? Yes. Oh my goodness. There we go. Shotgun power. Can I modify the shotgun yet? Or not yet? Nope. Ironically, I say when I go the energy build, but yeah, I feel it's kind of punishing for not going investing to energy as a standard in the beginning. There we go. That's pretty cool. Actually, it seems like there's knockback for the enemies using the shotgun. There we go. Oh, I thought I forgot to take down the turrets in this place. I'd be so upset. Like, just devastated if I forgot to do that. Here we go, right? I think. Yep, hardware override card. This is where you put. Bam.
Well done. I'm uploading some more modules.
15. I might as well risk it and put it to hack. Hacking turrets is super important, I feel. They'll buy us some time when enemies respawn in areas where we don't want them to be. Save us resources too. Sure, it costs nanites, but I feel like hacking turrets security is so handy in these games. Well, there was a recharger station, was it? Yes, there is. Give me that. Also, the more we invest into hacking, the more we can unlock some goodies here and there. We're almost in the home stretch. Well, for this deck specifically. Alright, how many? It's not much. I'm actually going to put this card here. We have another one. We have. There we go. Perfect. careful, make sure nothing's here. And now this should remove the radiation. Wonderful.
Now get those engine pods online. You'll have to head into cell 1 and 2 and reset the pods manually. After that, reinitialize the system from core control. But that system won't come online until you reset both pods. Keep an eye out. They're mobilizing their real forces, and they know exactly where you are.
Now I know I'm supposed to take the lift, but I kind of forgot which one is... Okay, no, not exactly. Not through here. I believe it's this lift. Or let me check the map. Oh, no. Actually, I took that back. We can actually go here, and I might do it. Actually, I will. No more guys here for now. Let's hack security, though. There we go.
Security system offline.
Now let's get our precious laser gun out. We're gonna need it. No thanks. Main power offline. Never mind. Well, disabling security might be useful for the engine room, actually, so. I'm gonna go back here. There's one more step to that area. But the good news is we don't have to deal with radiation anymore. Get over here. Yeah, it's better to melee these guys using the shotgun. Shotgun's only there if I don't have if I need to use bullets for some reason. There we go. Attack you. Nope. There we go. Take some bullets with us. Actually, that's better. Shotgun war. Okay. Set these. I'm gonna set these online again. Lips. Unfortunate. Hypnotic. Is there anything? Hold on, let me see. I remember there's nothing like I don't know if there's anything behind these engine tubes. Yeah, there's nothing. Okay. I do know the other one does have something inside it. I know there's a monkey guarding the crate. Though the item, there's an item in there I could research, but I'm not sure it's gonna be useful for me. Depending with my playstyle, like I'm not going for Psi. It is a Psi. I think it restores a decent amount of Psi, or actually, I don't remember. Yeah, it's been a while since I remember exactly what that tool does. Did I? Oh, here we go.
6 hours ago, Malone, the OSA spook, tried to take these things out with a pyrokinesis attack, but didn't even break stride. Then it unloaded both barrels into his stomach. Valzone said there's a weapons cache in one of the engine nacelles. Maybe I can find him and the others there.
I remember there used to be a worm cluster in this area.
I've been contacted by some kind of artificial intelligence that wants to help me reclaim control of the Von Braun from whomever or whatever is now in charge. I don't know where it came from, but I must confess, I'm happy it is here.
Security system offline.
Ah, did it again. There it is. Was that another shotgun? Shouty, shouty, they're both shouty. Do they have any... Oh, you know, I should have paid attention to some of the weapons that are modified. I don't think that's the case, but that'd be cool if there's something, they added something where the weapons can be modified. Unresearched object. You know what? I must pick it up. That's the thing I was talking about. I think that's more for Psy users, so... But I'll probably still research it if I can. I don't think so I'm able to because I think... Hello. I don't think so I can research that because I think... What's my research level? I think it's 1 currently, so... Not a whole lot I can do with it, I believe. That's turned on. And I believe... The main engineer... The, oops, wrong way. The main area is where I need to go now. That poor guy. Here? Oh, look at that. The laser rapier. Can I use this? Requires an agility of 3 and energy of 4. Sadly, I cannot use that currently. And to answer questions from the first full Slingshot game, unfortunately, it's not the best weapon. Like in this game. I think it's useful against definitely useful against robots, but against anything else, I think it might be decent, like probably better than a wrench, but it's hard to say. I don't remember exactly, but I do know. I don't think so. Is as efficient as. What's going on? Someone's... That's one of my favorite audio logs. Clowns are running the circus. Oh, here it is, more closer. You know what? I might as well just show it off now. So these small beakers, right? Yes, that's what you do with them. Hold it. Use these beakers, they pick up a pile of worm clusters. Now what that do for us? Nothing. For now. Pretty cool, right? I guess if you want to, if you're stranded on a space station with killer hybrids, which are former crew members, and robots that just want to blow up your face, but want to compliment you on your interior designs, you can journey with a collection of worms. So there's that. However, where was it? Security's back there. This time I am going to activate the cameras again, or say deactivate them. Well, not just the cameras, but the security in general. Citadel Station, Von Braun. Yeah, you can. I don't want what you're giving. Not interested. Right. Double C20. Ah, easy. This is side boost and goodbye. I should be repairing this gun more than I choosing the maintenance tool, but I feel like it might be a bit of a waste. Because my maintenance is crap right now. The maintenance skill is crap for me, so it'd just be... I'd be using more than I should have. Can I hack this turret? Yes! Friend. We now can turn turrets into our friends, which is awesome. This is just debris. Getting shot in the back, but I have no idea where that came from. Oh. Pfft. Okay, I take that back. I'm actually gonna... Whoops. Use double by accident, but... Oh, here we go, our new enemy. Ow. One, if not the most horrifying enemy in the entire game. The Cyborg Midwife. Their backstory is also pretty tragic, which we'll get to in the next deck. Or, I guess to be specific, the backstory of their origins of why... Just why they're a thing in here. Noticing how they both have a mixture of flesh and machinery on them, I believe they're actually pretty resistant to both energy weapons and ballistics. So you might as well just use standard weapons. But I don't know. Wow, that okay. Thank goodness. It's getting crazier here. Anyways, how many? We got 25. We can definitely level up, but cargo bays? No. Not the right place. We can definitely choose our perks, but their goodness is I think it's a bit, yes, cyborgs. Damn it, I was trying not to allude to that, but yep, cyborgs are back. But it seems like in the form of the Cyborg Midwife. Do I want to buy more of these? No, I like to save. Wait, how many harpies and bullets? We're good. Time is it currently? Goodness is with the elevator now, which thankfully we unlocked the elevator. We now can go back. We have easy access to MedSci, and of course we need to go to operations because that's where we need to find Polito. I think though this is probably a good time to stop and end this stream here because I've been going on for 3 hours, probably a little bit longer, assuming the first crash. First of all, there we go. I'm sorry to cut off the music, but no, I think the music is I don't know if people I know people like it. The music, I'm not gonna lie, the music kicks ass, personally for me. But I do know people prefer like the ambience, like some of the places where it's just very ominous. But yeah, this is this is pretty much I think we're getting into the like this is despite me screwing up so hard with Simshock here too, we're still yet to approach the more difficult parts of the game. Like this is just the beginning. But anyways, thanks for dropping by, checking out the stream here, and especially if you're just tuning in now, or if you're watching us through VODs, I appreciate it. Even just taking a one look, just 1 second, even half a second, a quarter second, 1/16 of a second, doesn't matter. It's all good. But yes, this has been initially it was a slog, but at least I made progress. That was my fear. My fear was that I was gonna get trapped in here, but I'm glad that I was able to show off most of what's going on here. But thanks again for dropping by, and for the next 2 days, Thursday and Friday, will be more Pokemon Violet, so can't wait to go from there. And I'll see you then. Hopefully the rest of the week goes well, and if not, then hopefully it gets better, and it continues to get better, even till next week, even till the next year, even till past that, you know, hopefully it gets better throughout the entire time. So I wish you well, everyone. As usual, stay warm, stay healthy, and I'll see you later. Take care, and bye.